Welcome. We are back again with another one. And the Kylian Mbappe show, it is still ongoing. No one knows what's going to happen. Is he staying? Is he leaving? Brother, every day I feel like a storyline has opened up. I feel like a report has opened up. No one has got no idea what's going to happen. Kylian Mbappe, make a decision, bro. One thing for certain, a decision has to be made. It's either going to be one of the two. It's either going to be he stays at Paris Saint-Germain and extends his contract, which I don't think is going to happen, or he comes and join the Galacticos. And not just the team, one person has been so obsessed. That person, I feel like he's got a fetish, fam. He's got an Mbappe fetish, and that is Florentino Perez, bro. I feel like he wakes up and Mbappe is the first thing on his mind. I feel like when I wake up, I've got a lot of people on my mind. You know what I mean? Like, the first thing that comes on my mind when I wake up is Paul Pogba. Not in that way. Pause. However, let's discuss the likelihood and the possibility of how Real Madrid is going to look with Mbappe and without Mbappe. Let's start without Mbappe. Let's start to see, because that could happen. We could enter next season without signing Mbappe and without signing anyone. Paris came out a couple weeks ago and said that we are not going to be signing anyone. He responded to a question asked by a fan. A lot of people on social media, they overreacted in a way. Like, everyone thought Paris was saying the truth. Do you really think that an experienced president, a person who's been running this club for over 20 years, yes, he's gone and then came back. The point is, he's been doing it for over 20, over 30, 20 years. Come on, man, use your brain for once, but he's not going to do that. If next season, we go to next season and we've signed 4 players, Fran Garcia, Jude Bellingham, Joselu, and Brahim Diaz. 4 players that we've signed. Which basically means we are entering next season with 4 attackers. Technically speaking, it's only 3. Like, Brahim Diaz, bro, he's not an attacker. Like, and Madrid are so shameless that they're going to put it on their website. That's 4. Let's analyze and let's discuss what our starting 11 is going to be. And this is what I feel like. I feel like Carlo Ancelotti is heading into next season with one person in mind, which is a guaranteed starter, and his name is Jude Bellingham. And Toni Kroos is the 2 guaranteed starters in Carlo Ancelotti's head. The back line, I don't think it's going to be different. I think the back line is going to maybe interchange. I want Fran Garcia to start, but is he going to start him? I don't think so. I'm going to give you the perspective which I feel like Carlo Ancelotti is going to play out, and I'm going to give you what my starting 11 Anna. For Carlo Ancelotti, this is what I feel is going to be starting. Carvajal as a right back. Thibaut, of course, as a goalkeeper. I feel like he's going to play a back line of Militao and Rudiger. The left back, a coin toss of either Fran Garcia, Ferland Mendy, and Camavinga. Me personally, I find that disgraceful that you are wasting one of our best midfielders as a left back. Do expect, this is, again, I could be wrong. I wish I was wrong. Inshallah, I'm wrong. But this is what I feel like that heading into next season, Carlo Ancelotti is going to be using Camavinga for some of the games. I would say 50% of our games as a left back. Do you want it? Of course not. Do I want it? Absolutely not. In terms of the midfield, I feel like it's going to be a midfield of Luka Modric, Jude Bellingham, and Toni Kroos as a 6. You guys witnessed it firsthand. Towards the end of last season, Toni Kroos was playing as a 6. I feel like this experiment of playing Toni Kroos as a lone 6 needs to stop. Come on, man. I don't feel like Carlo Ancelotti has got faith in starting Tchouaméni. He might start him in the smaller games at home, or maybe the Champions League games, which has got no impact at all, or the Copa del Rey. But are you going to be seeing Tchouaméni starting in a Clasico, or maybe a tough away leg in the knockout stage of the Champions League? I don't think you will. In terms of the right wing position, I feel like if we don't sign Mbappe, it's going to be Fede, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga and Dani Ceballos, who's just extended his contract to 2027. So are we going to be seeing Fede playing as a midfielder, as an 8 or a 6? I don't think we are. But yeah, Carlo Ancelotti is going to be playing Fede most likely as a right winger most of next season. And he's going to be playing Rodrigo as a false 9. I'm praying that I'm wrong. But let's see. But now this is what I want to see next season with no Kylian Mbappe. Dani Carvajal as a right back. It is Rudiger. Actually, depending on the matchup, again, Militao is a guaranteed start as a right centre back. But depending on the matchup, depending on who we play against, it's either going to be a compromise between Alaba and Rudiger. If we need to defend, if we're going away from home and we expect to get pressured by the opponent, then Rudiger is the most obvious option. If we're playing against a tall striker, a physical striker, then Rudiger is the obvious option. However, if we're playing at home, if we're playing against a team that we expected to dominate the ball for like 78% of the time, then David Alaba has to start, just because of the fact what he brings when we build from the back. Left back should be very guaranteed next season, and his name is Fran Garcia. I do not want any other left back to start except for Fran Garcia. If you haven't seen what Fran Garcia offers, expect an electrifying left back. Whenever he gets the ball, the first thing on his mind is let me progress with it. He overlaps like absolute crazy, bro. That's what I want for my left back. That's the last time we witnessed it was Marcelo, bro. We haven't seen a left back who does it consistently. Ferland Mendy did it the first maybe year or two, but this season Ferland Mendy, oh my goodness, washed. Fran Garcia, Vinny linking up, overlap 1-2. I'm already fantasizing it. That's the back line. The midfield depends on the matchup. If we play most likely 15 teams out of 20, 16, 14 to 16 teams out of 20 at home, then the midfield that I would want to see is Camavinga as a 6. Either a Toni Kroos or Luka Modric, one of them. You can pick and choose. And Jude Bellingham as an advanced midfielder. And then, of course, having Fede on the right-hand side because we don't have anyone else. And Rodrigo and Vinny. Which would mean we are playing a 4-3-3. However, against a big team, let's say away from home, at Nou Camp, at Wanda, at Villarreal, at Anoeta, like a big away ground. It's going to be a compromise between two different formations. It's going to be a compromise of playing 4-2-3-1 with having Chimenia Camavinga as a double pivot and Jude Bellingham as a 10, or it's 4-3-1-2. If you guys remember this formation, it's the same formation we played when we won the Champions League 16-17 by having Isco as a 10, when Zidane had the cojones to drop Gareth Bale and play Isco as a 10 with the 3-man KCM behind him and having Ronaldo as a striker alongside Benzema. In game, it would change, like everyone would interchange their possession. Ronaldo would, of course, start with on the left-hand side, but during the game, most of the time, it will be 4-3-1-2. I want to see a 3-man midfield of Camavinga on the left-hand side, Tchouaméni in the middle, and a Fede Valverde on the right-hand side. Not as a right midfielder, but in that 3-man midfield. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Fede. The person that plays as a 10, the player that played the Isco role, is Jude Bellingham. And having Vinny and Rodrigo as the strikers, but of course during the game, it would interchange, and most of the time Vinny's going to be, of course, dominate that left-hand side, and Rodrigo would, of course, but in game, it would be 4-3-1-2. That's what I want to see during the big game, because we need runners. Against the Man City, that's what I want to see. And that is Real Madrid without Kylian Mbappe. With Mbappe, a lot of things changes. I'm telling you right now, it's flowers, butterflies, you can hear the birds singing. Backline stays the same. The 3-man midfield is going to be a problem, because I want us to start every single game. Every single game. I don't care who we play against. I don't care where we play. I don't care what time. I don't care what stadium, what condition. It has to be the 3-man forward line of Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and Rodrigo goes. I know what a lot of people are going to be saying. Wait, Vinny is a left winger. Mbappe is a left winger. Rodrigo is a left winger. I know. All of them are capable of playing differently. and all of them are capable of interchanging with each other. Except for Vinny. Like Vinny, let's keep Vinny as a left winger. But during the game, if Mbappe needs the space to roam and to progress, he can slide on the right hand side. Rodrigo could go up forward. If Vinny want to switch, Rodrigo can play on the left hand side. We've seen numerous times this season where we see Vinny and Rodrigo on the left hand side, literally next to each other, and we've got absolute no one on the right hand side. That's what we might be expecting next season. We might see Mbappe drifting on the left hand side. But I'm telling you, these three have got the, I feel like they've got the ability to play as a cohesion unit. Three of them. They know the person who has to score the goals is Kylian Mbappe. They know the person who's going to lead them is Kylian Mbappe. I know for a fact, yes, you might be saying if Mbappe joins, the role of responsibility of Vinny might drop. The chances of him winning a Ballon d'Or might be less. I get it. It might be true. It could be true. But Vinicius Jr., I don't feel like he's got the ego to say, you know what? No, that. I want to win. I'm going to be selfish. I want to score. No. I feel like he's going to be like, you know what? Let me take a step back. Mbappe, do your thing. That's the forward line. The midfield, Tchouameni and Camavinga as a double pivot. Yeah, like... The 10 is being fought by 5 players, bro. Literally. Ceballos might get it. Luka Modric might get it. Toni Kroos, Fede Valverde, or Brahim Diaz. And of course, Jude Bellingham. Like I said earlier, I feel like the only guaranteed starter in Carlo Ancelotti's head is Jude Bellingham. Fede, if Mbappe doesn't come, he's going to be playing right-hand side. But the question mark for Fede heading into next season, if Mbappe joins, his minutes will be restricted in that midfield. And it's a bit disappointing, to be fair. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you think is going to be starting next season if we sign Mbappe and if we don't sign Mbappe. I'm very intrigued to find out what everyone have to say. Like I say, you don't have to be a Madrid fan. You can be any fan. You can support anyone. You can support a European team. You can support an African team. You can support an Asian team. You can support a team in the States, in Mexico, like Pumas, like it's Tigres. You know what I mean? Like you can support South America, like Sao Paulo, Montevideo, and Uruguay. But you can support anyone. Let me know who you think should be the starting 11 for next season for Real Madrid with and without Kylian Mbappe. Guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Show some love, like it, subscribe, share it, the usual thing, bro. But I'm gonna see you next time. Peace!